Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Roman Reigns' real-life cousin, Heyman Jr., believes that Paul Heyman's WWE return is imminent. Heyman is expected to bring a new twist to the current Bloodline storyline heading into Survivor Series, War Games. The Wiseman of the Bloodline has been out of action since the end of June, following a brutal assault by Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, and Tonga Loa. Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso returned from their hiatus, but Heyman is nowhere to be found. On the latest episode of Sportskeeda Wrestling's Enter the Bloodline podcast, Heyman Jr. and Joe Lowry discussed Heyman's potential return. Heyman Jr. even claimed that the Wiseman will have an impact on both sides of the table. Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso will need backup after being attacked and outnumbered by the Bloodline once again last week on WWE SmackDown. It will be interesting to see if Jey Uso changes his mind after Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu cost him the Intercontinental Championship on Monday Night Raw. One of the hardest things to do for a WWE superstar is to stay in shape. Roman Reigns, who's been posting content on TikTok recently, shared the secrets to his physique. It's all about sacrifice, which is a hard thing to do. Reigns is scheduled to appear on the next 2 episodes of WWE SmackDown ahead of Crown Jewel on November 2 in Saudi Arabia. The WWE Universe has been abuzz with speculation about Paul Heyman's role in the ongoing Bloodline storyline. Known for his strategic mind and unparalleled mic skills, Heyman has been a pivotal figure in Roman Reigns' rise as the tribal chief, managing the Bloodline with an ironclad loyalty. However, recent comments from Heyman Jr., a member of the legendary NY wrestling family and cousin to Reigns, have sparked rumors that Heyman may be gearing up to surprise the faction upon his return. In a recent interview, Heyman Jr. hinted at a potential shakeup that Heyman could bring to the Bloodline. Referring to both sides of the table, he alluded to Heyman possibly reconsidering his alliance and leaving fans questioning, could Heyman turn on Roman Reigns? Here's a breakdown of what Heyman's shocking move could mean for the Bloodline, how this twist could unfold, and the impact it could have on WWE's top faction. Heyman's association with the Bloodline has helped define one of WWE's most successful storylines in recent years. As Reigns' special counsel, Heyman has been an integral part of the faction's storytelling, acting as the master manipulator and strategist. His alliance with Roman Reigns has allowed Reigns to maintain his dominant reign as the WWE Universal Champion, while controlling his family members, Jimmy and Jey Uso, under the tribal code of loyalty and dominance. Heyman's loyalty to Reigns is deeply rooted in his character. Known for guiding superstars like Brock Lesnar and CM Punk, Heyman understands the nuances of loyalty, manipulation, and power within WWE's complex landscape. However, despite his outward loyalty to Reigns, Heyman has always been a cunning and unpredictable figure. This ambiguity is part of what makes his potential betrayal so intriguing. According to Heyman Jr., Heyman might soon be playing a new game, one that has fans and the Bloodline's members themselves second-guessing his intentions. Heyman Jr., who is a veteran of the wrestling industry and understands the inner workings of the Bloodline, hinted that Heyman might be positioning himself to see both sides of the table. This phrase has sparked significant intrigue among fans. To see both sides implies that Heyman might have been strategizing beyond his loyalty to Roman, keeping options open to maneuver in ways that would serve his interests, regardless of where his allegiance ultimately lies. One plausible interpretation of this hint is that Heyman might switch his loyalty to someone else within the Bloodline, like Jimmy or Jey Uso, who have both shown ambivalence toward Roman's leadership in recent months. This move could add further tension to the already fractured relationship within the Bloodline, as Heyman's manipulation has often been a glue holding the faction together. If Heyman shifts his loyalty to a different faction member, it could signify a split that transforms the dynamics of the bloodline, with Heyman strategically orchestrating events to push Roman off his pedestal. A new alliance with Jimmy or Jey Uso. Over the past year, the Bloodline storyline has heavily focused on the tension between Roman and his cousins, particularly Jey, who defected to Raw in search of independence. Jimmy Uso, however, remains in Roman's orbit on SmackDown, but has shown signs of rebellion. If Heyman were to align with Jimmy or Jey upon his return, it would be a massive shift in loyalty, indicating that Heyman might believe in their potential to rise within WWE without Roman's control. Aligning with one of the USOs could create a dramatic rift within the bloodline. Heyman's presence would give the USO he aligns with a strategic advantage, positioning them as potential challengers to Roman. It would also create a power struggle within the bloodline, forcing Roman to defend not just his title but his family legacy, all while grappling with Heyman's betrayal. A shocking alliance with Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa, the youngest member of the bloodline, has established himself as a powerful and loyal enforcer. As a rising star, Sikoa has the athleticism, strength, and potential to be a breakout superstar in WWE. Heyman has a reputation for identifying talent early on, and aligning with Sikoa could serve as a long-term play. In this scenario, Heyman would shift his focus to grooming Solo, casting him as a future champion who could eventually challenge Reigns. This alliance would add depth to the faction, as Heyman could coach Sikoa to emulate Roman's success, but on his own terms. Sikoa has yet to assert his dominance independently, and a partnership with Heyman would give him the tools and confidence to do so. This move would also hint at Heyman's desire to keep power within the bloodline, while strategically positioning himself for a future without Roman. An unexpected betrayal, aligning with a rival outside the bloodline. While Heyman's focus has primarily been on supporting the bloodline, aligning with a rival faction would be one of the most shocking moves WWE could deliver. Imagine Heyman joining forces with a powerhouse like Cody Rhodes, who has been outspoken in his desire to dethrone Reigns and finish the story of his own WWE journey. Heyman has never shied away from controversy, and aligning with a major rival of the bloodline would establish him as one of WWE's most compelling heel figures once again. Such a betrayal would leave Roman vulnerable, as Heyman's departure would strip him of his strategic advantage, forcing him to face his challengers without the support of his most trusted advisor. This turn of events would not only put Roman's title in jeopardy, but also create a captivating feud, as the tribal chief would have to battle a former ally and a powerful new faction. Heyman plays double agent, manipulating both sides. Heyman's skill as a strategist could see him manipulating both Roman and his potential new ally, ensuring he remains in control of WWE's most powerful factions. In this double agent role, Heyman would appear loyal to Roman, but secretly sow discord among the bloodline, stoking Jimmy's rebellion or nurturing Solo's ambitions. Meanwhile, he would be plotting with an external superstar to weaken Roman's hold from outside the bloodline, thus controlling both sides. This twist would position Heyman as the ultimate puppet master, ensuring that he holds influence over multiple factions in WWE. Such a storyline would elevate Heyman's character from a mere manager to a kingmaker, capable of dictating the trajectory of WWE's power players. It would make Heyman one of the most complex, multi-dimensional characters in WWE, deepening his legacy within the wrestling world.